Another day and another dollar is going to be given to the streamer. TOA, refresh. Yes, sir. Go here, copy the tags. Copy them, close, go here, Lightroom Studio. And then we go to edit. We go to public. Old school RuneScape. Past live streams and the tags. Yoink. Save that. Thank you. Go to this shareable link. Close that. And then we go to Discord, YouTube going live. YouTube notifs. Live only on YouTube today to see if there are no hiccups. Let's do a bit of TOA and talk about the massive changes announced today. Beautiful Jar, good morning. LOB, Badminton, Super, how are you fellas? Thank you for coming nice and early. How are you? How's everyone? No kick today? No kick today because I want to see if we have the same problems. I want to see if it's an internet issue or I want to see if it's a multi-streaming issue. So we're gonna stream on YouTube only today. We may be streaming on Kick only tomorrow. And we'll see what happens after that. Blake, Alex, Bless Manny, Brother Connor, how are you boys? Welcome, welcome. Let me go ahead and get started. We're going to do one TOA to warm up, and then we are going to read all the changes that we have coming up in the game quite soon. By quite soon, I think it's like the summer sweep up. And when does summer officially start? Summer in America. Technically, it's what, in the 21st of June, maybe? 21st of June, yeah, so we may see these updates coming up relatively soon, like within the next month, so that's gonna be insane. Prince, good morning. Mamba Life, how are you? Love your streams, I've learned so much from you. Thank you, appreciate it. What would you say you have learned, like the most important thing you've learned? TOA still the best rated in the game? Absolutely. Prince Vorky, how are you? TOA, Casey Killa, how are you fellas? Welcome, welcome. Right, let me go ahead and get started. We're gonna do one cheeky TOA, and then we're gonna read all the changes. What do you guys think? Let me change these pouches. Actually, you know what? I use... Okay, so this is ancient. I forget what this is for. I believe this is for TOB. So it's these. Now, I think that with these, if I go on the Lunar Spellbook... Okay, give me 1 second. So if I do these are for TOB, right? And if I go Spellbook Lunar... I can do this. I can do Humidify Vengeance. So that's pretty much all I need. So let me do one quick change to my room pouch, which is going to be configure. I'm going to be configuring these. How do I configure? Okay, so we have an Ether Rune. We have, I don't know, 1k. We're going to change this one to Blood Rune. Oh shit. 1k. Change this one to Death, that was fine, but make it 1k. And then change this one to Nature, also 1k. Right, so those are the ones for Yama. Let's do the ones for Thralls, thank you. Spellbook, okay, Spellbook. Right, fellas. Surely sooner than expected, maybe sooner, yes. Also remember that summer technically starts on the 21st of June, but it can end on what, June, July, like August? On the 21st of August? It can end on the 21st of August, so not good, not good. Max Party, when I'm ready, when you are. Let me do a TOA, read the, what do you call it, read the changes, and then we can talk about it. Miss Penguin, how are you? Good morning. Fang bounced up nicely. Oh, yeah, absolutely. So when we have some changes coming up, like, even if it's an announcement, then, yeah, we have the, oh shit, I'm gonna have to wear my normal Avernic Defender for TOA until we get the Grandmaster Combat Achievements back. Give me this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Who's excited for... Has anyone read the blog or not yet? What is Humidify for? Humidify is for chambers. Normally when I do group chambers, I do Humidify. If it's solo, you basically want to do Lkaoz. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me this one. Today's stream is gonna be a little shorter because I have to take the wife to the doctor at like, we have to leave at like 11:30 or so, like in 2 hours. So today's stream is gonna be a little shorter. The wife has been sick since like Tuesday, I believe, so we need to go to the doctor. See what's up. No demonic spade gone too soon. Yeah, man. People complaining way too much about, nah, this is gonna break the game, please. So yeah, no demonic spade, man. It is what it is. Give me this, give me that, and then give me 2 of these. And yes, sir. So how are we doing, fellas? A beautiful Friday morning coming. So give me a 1 to 3. No, that's 4. Give me this one. 1, 2. Thank you. Anyone watching DMM? Look, I genuinely didn't want to stream today because I wanted to watch DMM. Like I was watching a little bit of Bodhi, Autoblock. I think Pip is streaming on YouTube. So we have a lot of people streaming DMM. Smart guy, thoughts on the blog changes? We're gonna read them after this TOA. Just so I can like say like all of it on stream, so I can have a good idea for when I make my video. Because it's just better to read everything before, you know, I go for any scripting or something, you know. Okay, chill. Man, I'm wearing a base Avernic Defender, not even the master one. It is what it is. Okay, chill. Any fun plans for this beautiful Friday morning, or for maybe Friday afternoon? If anyone has any plans, do let me know. One of the changes that are coming to Tombs of a Mascot is that we are going to be able to one-shot the Thralls, and I believe the Venom Monkeys, I think. Don't quote me on that. Maybe we're going to be able to one-shot more monkeys, which is part of the, you know, which is part of the reason why this raid fucking sucks. Even though it's the best raid in the game, every raid has its, you know, ups and downs. And the downside of the Tombs of a Mascot is always the monkey puzzle room, so we do not want that. Okay, I also don't want to be venomed. Appreciate you, brother Jacob. How are you, man? Welcome, welcome. How's everything? Jacob, in July, you're going to be our very first, what is it, to a 4-year member. That's going to be insane. That's nutty. How are you, man? Long time to see on stream. How's everything? And look where the purple drop rate. Yeah, so that is another one of the like important changes that are coming. And I'm going to be mentioning everything in an upcoming video. I was going to make a video talking about failed poll proposals. What the fuck am I blowpiping the melee monkey? So next week's video was going to be about proposals that didn't pass, right? But because of this blog, I'm gonna change the schedule. I'm gonna make a video about the upcoming changes. Those are gonna be massive. So hopefully that will attract people's attention. We can talk about that. And that should be it. So 1 TOA for the boys and girls in the chat, and then we jump on to the changes so we can read them together. What is the 4-year helmet? The 4-year helmet for now is a... what do you call it? A... what is it? An Infernal Max Hood. But I may potentially change it because maybe we need something more iconic. When I changed the... when I was making those icons... Dude, I barely thought that people were gonna be channel members for like... Dude, even a year. Dude, felt like impossible. Like, dude, how are people gonna put up with my shit for like over a year? I don't know. So, the first ones are like, you know, like cute. Like Rune, Slayer Helmet, Nezzy Helm, right? But... like, the later ones, I just didn't put too much thought into it because I was like, yeah, no one's gonna watch me for this long, man. Time for the Divine Spirit Shield. Oh, wait, is Divine Spirit Shield one of the proposals or no? Divine Spirit Shield has been proposed in the game, like, I think twice before. But it actually failed twice, so... not a big fan of that. I don't know how the Divine Spirit Shield might make it into the game. And also, if we get it into the game, I don't really think it would make much sense adding it at Corp, because then if you have a boss that has been in the game pretty much since forever, what happens is that if you want to introduce a brand new item to it, like, okay, like people are gonna have to like hunt it down again for like the green log or something. I'm down to have the Spirit Shield in the game. That sounds like a really cool item. Very situational though. Maybe they don't give it the same effect that it has in RuneScape 3. Which, if you guys didn't know, the Elysian Spirit Shield, what I think it does, someone can quote me, or like tell me if I'm wrong. How I think the Divine Spirit Shield works is that you take... no, sorry, the Elysian. So the Elysian, how it works, is that it has a 70% chance of blocking 70% of the damage that you would have been dealt? Or is it 70% chance of mitigating 30% of the damage you would have been dealt? Ah, dude, okay, we start fucking terrible because I didn't know. Oh, okay. Let me see that. Oh, dude, look at that, dude. Look at that fucking setup. Even without forgetting to drop my potion, we still got it, man. I am just so good at this raid, man. This is the best raid in the entire game. Okay, we do this one. Chill. Good, good, good. But yeah, the Divine. So what it does is basically, the Divine Spirit Shield has a 70% chance of, or like a 30% chance of negating 70% of the damage. But it also, careful! But it also drains your prayer. That's why I remember for RuneScape 3 PKing, if you were wearing a Divine Spirit Shield, you did not want to be, give me 1 second, oh shit. You didn't want to be, like, praying or something, like, item prevention or whatever, because then there was a chance in which the Divine Spirit Shield would drain your prayer, and then you would not be able to activate, what do you call it? You would not be able to activate, protect from item or something. So, Divine Spirit Shield definitely sounds like something that would be cool to have into the game, but definitely not from Corp. If anyone remembers how the Divine Spirit Shield worked, technically do let me know and I'll be able to read chat after. Baba. Sensation I, how are you? Good morning. We also have Bravo Delta, Lkaoz. Brother Jacob's also here. Who am I missing? Rick? Kevin? How are you, fellas? Lkaoz, the defang price increased from 10 to 20 mil. I don't know the specific... Actually, I can check it for you. The Oswald Sang right now is 15 mil GP. So whenever there's announcements coming into the game, remember that people panic buy and sell a lot of things in the game, right? Even if it's an announcement, we have to read together what those changes are going to be like. Like, are those going to be pulled, or is it just something that Jagex is going to do unpulled? I think that's what we need in the game. Jagex making all those changes unpulled, because then people can fucking grief the pulls, no? Collect now, shadow pull, easy purple. Remember, boys and girls, if I get a purple, it's for you depending on what it is. Give me 2. So if we get a Fang, a Ward, a Mask, or what was the other one? A Light Bearer, it's for you guys. One lucky person in the chat watching the stream. All you need to do is be watching, commenting, so I know that you're not lurking. The way we do our giveaways on stream is that we use Nightbot, and as long as you're chatting, as long as you're active, you're eligible for the giveaway. If it's a Masori top, God in heaven, please make it a Masori top. I will keep it, but I will give away a bond because I don't have a Masori top yet. If it's legs, I'll give away 50% of it, and if it's a shadow, I'll use 10% of it for a drop party or like a massive giveaway at the end of the video. Generous, thank you, that's sick. I'm a certified big lurker, yes sir. All you guys need to do is chat, that's genuinely it. Okay, give me 1. Terrible fucking Karasi. And then we get a 53. No, awful, I guess. Okay, chillin'. You're a real G, my man. Thank you. Brother LOE. Masori body takes, Masori top take shot. You know what? Sure, I'll do it. It's 9 AM, but if I get a Masori top, I'll drink a big fucking shot of whatever alcohol I have available at home. Miss Penguin says, how's everyone doing? I'm doing pretty good, thanks for asking. What about you? Oh, yeah, I was gonna take damage. Careful. Greetings from Lithuania. I was gonna say Lithuania, but no, it's Lithuania, right? How are things in Lithuania? Is weather cold there? I don't know a lot about Lithuania. I think recently someone told me that, like, someone watches me from Serbia, so that's pretty cool. There are a lot of places that people watch me from that I barely know anything about, so that's, like, always nice. How does the ring update work for DT2 bosses? I don't know yet. I didn't look at the entire blog, so that is why we are going to be reading it together, okay? Shit, we still don't get it. Please! Okay, equip this, equip that. Let's try to make it. Okay, I think Kefri's gonna heal back to 100%. Not a lot I can do about that, so let's go back. Sometimes when the RNG, like, hits really well, like when we hit the Ranger, like, really well, then I think my PB of, like, letting Kefri, like, not heal for the swarms, I believe it's, like maybe 60% probably. But yeah, there's a small chance that happens because the Ranger is pretty tanky. Matic have a Serbian name? Wait, what do you mean Matic? Matic? No, Matic's not from Serbia. Keen to see what you think about the changes. Yeah, we're gonna read them together, see what's up. I basically want to read it together with you boys and girls, so I have a better idea of like what to talk about in my video. Because normally how my videos work is that I order the changes from most to least impactful in my... No, sorry, from least to most impactful in my opinion. But it looks like all of these changes are gonna be like pretty nutty, to be fair. There's one that I'm really excited to see how they implement, because I saw something about them including something called Shark Chum or something that is going to work like the Diabolic Worms. That's just going to make it like better, like instead of a source of a monster, like any source really, giving you sharks, for example. Instead of that, they're gonna give you these new items called Chum, Shark Chum, which is just going to make it, you know, faster for you to fish sharks. So a lot of people dislike RuneScape 3, you know, like for good reasons. But one thing I really liked about RuneScape 3 back when I played, like probably like 3 years ago at this point, is that RuneScape 3 has a system where they keep skilling rewarding. Because from PVM drops, you don't really go. Dios mío. Fuck, dude. I clicked on the fucking swarm. You're trolling. Oh, what? I died at Kefri. That's a big hit to the mental already. Shark Chum, let's fucking go. Dude, I clicked on the swarm instead of walking away from it. Oh my lord. Alright, that feels bad. We're gonna have to go again. That was a white chest, by the way, so nothing too bad, nothing too bad. Grandmaster. Technically, I'm not a Grandmaster anymore, so you can't say GM. Technically speaking, I'm not a Grandmaster. Right, let's send it again. That was a disgusting fucking mistake. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, you can say Master, by the way. You can't say GM. Rumble, wait, Fang is 15 mil. Yeah, it has gone up quite a lot recently because of the blog that we're going to be reading after this next raid. Best TOA player in Mexico dies at Kefri. Yeah, I mean, it was a little bit of lag, not gonna lie. I lag, man. Not a lot I can do, you know? It would be nice to be able to have a reason to fish for sharks at a fishing guild like the old days. I mean, that would be a nice... See, the problem with sharks is that you fish them just so fucking slow. And I understand that it was a thing, like, back when sharks were introduced. I don't know when sharks were introduced into the game, right? But, like, if you are going to make an item healing you for 20 all the way back then, like, obviously you want to make it, like, rare. Or, like, you know, make it like, hard to fish, of course. But nowadays it just does not make any sense, right? I believe the better source of getting sharks is what, minnows, I think. And like you're technically not fishing the shark, you're just fishing the little, you know, like shitters I use as bait, right? Or no, sorry, no, you don't even use them as bait. So it's basically the like what you exchange. But yeah, worst room in the raid right here. Absolutely yes. Big agree, big agree. Okay, give me this one. Nice. Try to kill this room. Try to clear this room ASAP. Okay. Get this one. Get that one. How am I hitting zeros? Hello? Dude, look at that. What the fuck am I hitting? So yeah, is anyone excited for any particular change, or are all of them looking juicy as fuck? Or what? If dying at Kefri is bad, then dying at the monkey puzzle room is way worse, so we always wanna watch out for those. Okay. So after this raid, we are going to be reading the blog together. Oh, did I wonder why we can't just like straight up one-shot the thralls? It's like criminal. I don't know why we can't do that. 75, that's what we're looking for. Good. Is anyone gonna watch anyone's particular POV at DMM All Stars or what? I think I want to watch. Did I want to go with the OG? I think I want to. Did I want to watch Bodhi? But if anyone has any other suggestions for any POV, I don't know. Does Solo Mission stream or no? I don't think he streams, right? Or like it's basically video making, but does Solo Mission stream? Streaming-wise, I want to watch Bodhi. I also want to watch Skill Specs. Dude, he's funny as fuck. Other than that, Autoblock for the skill. There's a lot of POVs that we want to watch now. Oh, he streams. Solo Mission streams? Where does he stream? I don't think I've ever seen him on, like, at least on Twitch. He definitely doesn't stream on YouTube. Maybe Curtis? Wait, Curtis, MMORPG is in DMM? Okay, drop this. Boom. Drink this. BGS. Turn that off. Special. When do the changes come into effect? So, the update is called Summer Sweep, meaning that we might potentially see these changes coming up in summer. When in summer? I'm not sure. Are we going to get all of them in one go? I'm also not sure. So that is what I want to discuss after this raid and also on my video. I haven't even seen, like, I haven't read the entire thing. I don't know if Jagex, like, has any information on if those changes are going to come into effect. Probably, what do you call it, like... Okay, give me 1 second. If they are going to, like, be given in batches, I think that's incorrect. Okay, no good. That was close, that was close. So yeah, maybe making him in batches of, like... Maybe, like... Oh, dude, holy shit, the dog, bro! Dude, what the fuck is she smoking? Dude, there's the gardener outside is, like, you know, fixing up the garden, of course, but... Dude, what the fuck? Dude, it sounds like the puppy, like, saw a ghost or something. Should we sell, do you think? So basically, I don't think you should sell or buy anything, really. I think that if you want to get something right now, maybe the Fang. Because, like, we don't know what the changes are for TOA, right? We don't know if Jagex goes like, oh yeah, we're gonna make, like, all the items rare. Which I don't think that might be the case, but... honestly, a Fang, like, if you didn't buy it, like, before, when it was, like, nearly sub 10 million GP... If you want to buy one now, even if it's 15 or like 20 mil, like that's not a big jump, right? If you want to buy a Shadow, and imagining the Shadow goes from... If you get a purple, the Shadow is 1 in 24. So is Jagex going to make it like a little bit more expensive by making purples rarer? Is Jagex going to change that by making the like maybe rebalancing the way purples are given to players? So I think right now is a good time to buy a Shadow. And I don't know, can anyone look at the live graph for the Shadow? If anyone can look at the live graph for the Shadow, can let me know, like, what the actual price is going for right now? Because maybe the Shadow probably went up in price, who knows? I'm gonna have to kill another one of these rocks, thank you. Give me one Void Waker. 72, we love to see that. Do we have a thrall active? I do not think so. And then give me the other Void Waker. Yes, sir. 59, I'll take that. Anything above 47, I will take. Because max fit of the Fang is 47. Okay, big fucking chillin'. What happened with the rewards in TOA? So because of today's blog, Jagex might potentially make a few adjustments to how loot works. But don't worry, like, this is not clickbait. Like, you know, I'm not clickbaiting you in a bad way. There are going to be some changes coming to TOA, which we're going to talk about after this raid, yeah? I'm not clickbaiting you in a bad way. There are going to be changes coming, which I will show you what they are. Whenever I place things in the title like, oh, this is changing, nerfing, buffing, I always make sure that it's something like real. Because if someone comes and it's like, oh, so what's like being buffed or nerfed? And I go like, no, nothing, it's just like to attract your attention. That's bad clickbait, I don't like that. So I always make sure that whenever I have something in the title, it's always relevant to what we're talking about or any news related to the game. Morning, Jensen and Gentet, brother Ayo, how are you? Good morning. Do you know why I don't have any problem calling you Ayo in YouTube chat, and whenever I look at your name in Kick chat, it's like Zane? Because I hear you're just called Ayo, and then in YouTube chat is like, what? What's your name? Is it like Z? Is it like AOZ or A Zane? Like I already forgot the name of the Kick chat, but yeah. Good morning, good morning. Max Leaf, Lkaoz Bofa able to complete Inferno? Absolutely. If you don't have a T-bow, if you're not like that good at the game, which was my case back then, when I got my very first Infernal Cape, I said to myself that I was going to buy a T-bow with bonds, because I wanted the absolute best chance at, you know, like clearing the Inferno. But back then, Bofa did not exist, so I had to like buy myself a T-bow. But if you're just getting into the game, well, not just, but if you're just getting into the Inferno, what you want to do is have minimum BOFA, and we have had a lot of people in our community get their first Infernal Cape with a BOFA. Nox, read me 1 second. Nox, I think the more for rebalancing with purples are rather than making them rarer in general. I mean, I kind of don't agree with that, because if you have like I do agree with the invocation system where, you know, obviously the harder it is, you know, the more chances of the purple you have, but, you know, like, higher invocation raids aren't like, you know, like, they don't really change much in terms of like difficulty. It's just like, are you able to pray or flick a boss for 5 more minutes instead of like 3 or 4? So it's not that it's like difficult, it's just like more tedious. So I'm guessing that it's just a way to, let me drop this potion. You know what? I think I'm just going to focus on the melee. But yeah, like redistribution, I guess we'll have to wait to see what Jagex does when it comes to those purple changes. Okay, so the Thrall attacking the melee, that's nice. Fang selling for 20 mil. Hey, that might be a not so troll drop anymore now, no? So if I get a purple this raid, and if it's a Fang, then that might be pretty fucking cool. That's a fair take, yes sir. Yours is also fair. Like, I'm not saying it's bad. I just disagree. Found out the headache and congestion I've had has been bronchitis. No, don't tell me that, dude. You know what? One of my friend's daughters, she also has. Wait, how do you pronounce that in English? Bronchitis. In Spanish is bronchitis. But yeah, dude, my one of my wife's friend's kid has that. So that's a small coincidence, I guess. So yeah, she's in the hospital. Hopefully you treat it quickly. You don't have to go to the hospital. That would fucking suck. Nice to see the Fang going back up in price. Absolutely. Like, things going up in price is always good when it comes to like where they come from. I mean, obviously, if it's an activity that you like, any item that goes up because of an update or an announcement, it's always going to be good. If TOA prices go up, like, which is probably not going to be the case for the Ward or the Ring, but maybe the Fang, dude, if I do TOA looking for that Masuri top, then if I get a Fang, it's not going to be like, oh shit, a Fang, okay, fine, you know? It's going to be, let's fucking go, a Fang. This covers like a few more contracts for Yama, yay. Okay, let's not misclick at fucking Kefri now, please. Okay, chill, give me a hit, good. Fang is 16 mil right now. I mean, it's like anywhere between 15 and 16 probably. I don't know the actual price of the Fang that's going on for right now. Just binned one for 15.8. That's not bad then. Okay, chill. Okay, at least this is now our PB. Because we did not die at the Kefri, like, kamikaze fucking scarabs. Out of, like, misclicking the swarms. Bronchitis is a pretty cool dinosaur. What the fuck does that mean? Penguin have disappeared from my YouTube chat. What does that mean? I see Penguin. Penguin's here. She said, let's fucking go. Why the fuck am I praying? What was that? Retribution? Ring already up a mil? That's good, that's good. So that means that we are going to farm TOA. And if I get a purple and it's for you guys, then you're going to win more passively just by this, you know, update that Jagex had for us. So that's going to be good, right? Why am I not using my Karasi? Give me 59 into... Ah, that's a bad one. That's 43. That's kind of like the max hit for the Fang, so it is what it is. Seeing the price of the DHC on the staff, insane. With the Dragon Hunter crossbow on the staff, those are going up too. How much were they and how much did they increase? Crazy the Fang goes up because of a blog post. That's always the case. You guys remember, I think one of the most drastic price spikes in recent memory? You guys remember when the Delph boss was announced? And Jagex was like, hey, in order to make the new best in slot boots, you're gonna need all the Cerberus boots. Dude, literally within minutes, the Pegations went up like 5 mil, Eternals went from like 5 to 12 or something. Like, something crazy like that. Like, prices can go really crazy just because of blog posts. They're about 40 mil. When you say they, what do you mean they? They Dragon Hunter crossbow or what? Okay, that Fang hits a 0. Okay. People buying them hoping to make a return. See, that's the problem, right? I think when they are going up, it's already too late. That's a problem with, like, waking up at, like, my time, you know? Whenever Jagex uploads, like... No, not uploads, sorry. Posts a blog, right? Whenever Jagex posts a blog, it's like the Europeans have the advantage to make some money. You know, unless you're an American that wakes up at like 4 or 5 a.m. You know, you live in the America region. The problem with that is that Jagex makes a blog post, and if it's something that's going to affect content in the future, people who read it first, like quick as fuck, that was one of my tips in one of my previous videos. If you read a blog post ASAP, you have the best chances to haul ass at the Grand Exchange, buy or sell whatever item is going to be affected. Like imagine Jagex announces an item, and then, okay, maybe not an item, but Jagex announces something, and then that's going to make an item go down in price, you sell your item. If Jagex announces something that's going to make a price go up, like make it rarer, make it more powerful, right? And if you, shit, careful. And if you see the price graph for the item on the Grand Exchange, it's already way too late. It's already too late. Synapses started steadily climbing a while though. Oh yeah, true. Like, especially after Yama, after the announcement at Yama, or maybe like when Jagex said, oh yeah, when Yama came out, people were excited or like were expecting the scythe to do well. But then when people started, you know, testing it, like damage, you know, calculations and whatever, they saw the Ember like was best in slot. The synapses went from like 60 to like 80 or 85 mil. Good luck, man. Might be back for what? You're leaving? Thank you very much for coming. Hopefully we'll see you in another one. Can't wait to see your feedback. And yeah, hopefully have a good one until maybe you come back. Perks of working at 2 a.m. I can read the blogs as soon as they come out. Yeah. So if you guys have like what I recommend for doing this, I think Jagex like announces their posts on Twitter. So if you use Twitter, you can like follow Jagex or like, you know, old school RuneScape specifically. And you can make it so you have notifications turned on for whenever they post. Twitter is a fucking hellhole. It's not as bad as Reddit, by the way, but it can be useful for that. You make it so you're notified whenever Jagex tweets, and that will make it so you're one of the first ones to read. And if you can log into the game ASAP, if you read quickly, right? If you skim through and go like, oh yeah, we're going to make a few changes to how loot works in TOA. Like if that means that they're making it a little rarer, then you can go like, okay, so let me buy a few light bearers, a few wards, let me buy a few maybe Masori masks, right? So all the cheap items. And even if it's 1 mil, when everyone starts waking up and see, oh shit, changes coming to TOA, might as well like buy something. If you buy a light bearer for 2 mil and you can already like sell them for 3 or 3.5, then you already made money literally just by waking up early. So that's one of the biggest tips I have for shit, that's gonna hit me. That's one of the biggest tips I have for people whenever they you know, if you're able to wake up early and look at the blog posts. So far, an impeccable Akka, I would say. We have not been hit. Always have to be patient on the orb special. Twitter is good for other things. Oh yeah, also Reddit. Reddit is good for other things, right? But, you know, whenever you limit it to, you know, following people that you like when it comes to, like, you know, whatever content you like doing, like, for example, a video game, fucking prayer being deactivated. But, like, Twitter is not bad. The interactions can fucking suck. But at least when you cater your Twitter timeline to, like, whatever you like watching or seeing, then it's not as bad as Reddit. Because on the Reddit front page can be a fucking hellhole. That's gonna be 4 fast. What do you boys and girls think? What is your most hated social media? Is it Twitter, Reddit, Facebook, if you use Facebook? Do we have any boomers in the chat? Man, I haven't had a Facebook account since fucking maybe like 7 years ago I deleted it. And I barely use Instagram, honestly. I think Instagram is like, maybe not toxic, but it's like, I don't know, man. It's like, I think maybe it can be the most, okay, maybe not the most damaging, but it can actually be damaging to like young people, like if they follow like celebrities and shit, and they see, oh, dude, like, literally everything has to be perfect. What the fuck was that brain fart? Like literally everything is perfect, you know, look at my perfect body, perfect life, perfect job. Then people can get a little depressed now. But yeah, any social media can have its ups and downs. They're all trash. I agree that they're all trash, but you have to tell me which one is the least trash. Or which one is the most trash, you know? X for me. X for you is the worst one. We got hit there once, but thankfully Akka was humble as fuck, and we did not need to do any of this. And also, One thing that I saw from someone posting something on Discord, on our Discord, is that Jagex went like, oh yeah, we're making like, we're giving you less orbs in the Akka, like, enrage phase. And then Jagex goes like, we're not saying the other thing. You know? The cum face, man, the cum face. That's gonna be good, though. I mean, like, at this point, I can do the cum face, like, no big problem, but... Oh, shit. Okay, dude, I literally say that as soon as I'm about to die. Cows read, Toby, guess I hope to finish Whisper with a drop rate so boring. Wait, what? I hope I finish the Whisper within the drop rate. What are you missing, the pet? Facebook had a book account in 08. I deleted it once. All the grandparents started making accounts. I think when did I start? I forget when exactly or why I deleted my Facebook account. But yeah, at one point I was like, yeah, this is just not, like, you know, productive anymore. Like, to be fair, no social media is productive, like, at all. Right? Maybe like LinkedIn or something, like, can be helpful, but yeah. No, not that comment. What the fuck am I reading? Give me 1 second, please. Reply me, idiot. Bum, bum. When someone says reply me or like read my comment, that like makes me want to read that comment less, to be fair. The reason don't thank special in the last phase. I don't thank special in the last phase because I am saving my yellow Lkaoz in case there's an emergency. Even though I am the #1 TOA player in Latin America, right? There are still emergencies that you might potentially encounter. And I always like to keep at least one, what do you call it? At least one fang, no, not fang, sorry. At least one yellow Lkaoz in case I have to heal up at Akka. Thoughts on reducing the amount of orbs in this room? I like that idea, yeah. Like, it's not terrible, but, I mean, I wonder how many, like, orbs Jagex is going to limit the room to be fair. I'm also excited for 2 less waves of Monkey Room, to be honest. Oh, dude, hell yeah. You know the worst room in the best raid in the game is the most fucking trash? Because how many times has Jagex changed the Monkey Room at this point? Dude, they have given them, like, 2 changes, no? Hasn't Jagex changed the Monkey Puzzle Room, like, twice already? This is gonna be a 3rd one, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it is. Like, I love the Tombs of a Mascot, but the Monkey Puzzle Room is so fucking trash, bro. Like, it's so trash. And they're making it less trash. They have made it less trash, and they're even making it less trash. So that's always good. But, like, isn't it kind of, like, ridiculous how it, you know, the room itself is just so garbage that they have had to change it twice already? A 3rd one incoming? That's a little sus, but I'm always welcome to those changes. He says this on a social media platform. Okay, to be fair, right? I don't think YouTube is a social media. I think it's just a place where you educate yourself, you watch videos, you know, you connect with people, right? Which is the point of a social media. But I have never in my life used YouTube as a social media. And YouTube has not been a social media for a long time. Do you guys remember? This is gonna be boomer. I'm gonna tell you my age without telling you my age, right? Tell you my age. Okay, give me 1 second. Yes, sir. Tell you my age without telling you my age. Back when YouTube had a messaging system, back when YouTube, you know, like, had actual social media features, and especially when they made it so you needed a Google Plus account in order, like, you needed to connect your YouTube to a Google Plus account, and that way, whenever you had your Google Plus account, you could connect with people, you can have your circles, YouTube messages, just fuck me, I'm old as fuck, man, Jesus. But yeah, YouTube messaging system, whenever you had to connect to your Google account, you could do your circles, right? I have never in my life used YouTube as a social media account, as a social media platform. It's literally just make videos, watch videos, that's it. If I like someone's videos, and if I like comment on them, and if I, you know, and if we connect, we want to be friends or something, I contact them somewhere else, right? It's not like we are just friends on YouTube, because like there's just literally no social media features for YouTube. It's okay, I remember video. Oh, video responses. Do you guys remember those? Do you guys remember watching like these Minecraft videos? Did you guys? I feel so fucking old at this point, bro. Do you guys remember? Do you know the fucking Twitch thoughts that go like, oh yeah, like, you know, my hot tub and like my black bars around my tits and my pussy, so like people don't see them. You guys also remember like women wearing green, like either like shorts or pants, and then having gameplay on their asses. Did you guys don't remember the OG YouTube thoughts? You guys remember watching popular videos like Call of Duty or like any other like big gaming video, right? And then what happened was that response, there was something called response girls, in which they would do replies. They would reply to their to like a popular video, and it would be RE Minecraft episode 1, and then they would be in these like suggestive posts. Like back then I was like what, 15, 16, I was like, oh yes, these videos are so great, right? But now looking at them, it's like really fucking weird. But then back then, like, girls used to reply to these videos in like suggestive clothing, suggestive posts, like just to make videos, and they would be popular under the video that they were replying, so they were getting like views from that. Reply girls for a while, yeah, that's an old era of YouTube, man. Dude, I'm feeling old in this fucking during this fucking stream. But you know what's also cool? Being like one of the OGs of YouTube. Well, OGs, you know, I've been on YouTube since like what, 2006, and like looking at all of the what do you call it? All of the like not track, like basically like literally everything we have been going through. I just realized that I didn't summon a single thrall at Zabak. They're just bots now. Oh yeah, sadly. 2 and 3, thank you. They should have never changed it. Well, I mean, the reply system was cool, but then it was abused by, you know, by those people. So I was never a fan of them. Serious unk vibe, what does that mean? Hey man, qué rico, ¿qué es eso? Ah, qué rico, gracias. Te amo. But yeah, I'm a fucking YouTube boomer, man. Not all I can see. Is the update already live? No, we are going to talk about the changes that are potentially coming to the game after this raid. So we're going to talk about like mostly, okay, maybe not mostly, but like TOA is going to be one of the biggest changes in the blog. So I'm doing TOA to grab people's attention, so then we can look at the blog, you know? Whoa, 1 HP, man! That's insane! Give me this, give me that, wear the ring, yellow Lkaoz, thank you. So yeah, boys and girls, welcome to the chat, everyone. We are going to be reading the blog post in just a second, and then we're going to do a little bit more TOA. Like I said before, this today's stream might be a little shorter, because I have to take the wife to the doctor after the stream. Wife has had the flu since like Tuesday, so we want to go check out that everything is fine, in quotation marks, that it's not something like, you know, more serious, I guess. So we're going to take the wife to the doctor. 1 into 2 into 3 4 5. Give me the BGS and boom. Give me 1 and 2. Give me the scarab. Better safe than sorry, for real? Yeah, absolutely. Like, it's nothing major. Okay, major in terms of, like, you know, there's nothing weird happening other than, you know, the wife getting, like, you know, the, like, high temperature, right? A little bit of coughing, her throat is sore, right? But, yeah, thankfully nothing huge. But we still want to make sure everything's fine. Dude, that was fast as fuck. Give me 1, 2, 3, 4. There's gonna be a 3 down because dude, that range phase was so quick. 5, 4, sorry, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's gonna be 10. I'm not gonna have enough damage. Ah, dude, if I had one more special. If I had one more special, I would have done it. We still want to, do a 3 down because of the points. 3 down is always good. You know what I want to try next? Do we try bringing a surging potion or what? Sorry, a surge potion, not surging. What am I thinking? Surging sparks from Pokemon? Speaking of Pokemon, any Team Rocket, no, it's not the glory of Team Rocket. Any Destined Rivals enjoyers? I'm picking up my package, I think, either today or tomorrow. So we'll see what's up. Why don't you have one? Why don't I have one? What, sorry? I heard they printed so much Destined Rivals. I mean, if they printed more, it's probably not going to be enough. I've seen a lot of videos of like people already scalping the fuck out of Destiny Rivals. Oh, Surge Potion. I don't have one now, but I will try to bring one after this raid. We'll see what happens. But the problem is that if I'm gonna have one less Prayer Potion, I need to see what I'm gonna be substituting it with. I think I should be fine with only 2 Prayer Potions if everything goes right. But things might be a little tight towards the end. As tight as my asshole. The cringiest Twitch stream. Give me 1 second, Toby, to read your comment. 1, 2, 3, 4. The cringiest the Twitch stream era was when the Sims were donating literal huge amounts of money to stream girls. They thought it would build a relationship with them. Oh, the era? So you mean like literally now? Dude, I don't think that has changed. Right? Dude, whenever people go like, hey, here you go, streamer. This is my rent for the month, and I think it would be better used for you so you can go spoil yourself. Like, that, dude, that's still a thing. Wait, what do you mean the past the Twitch era? That thing is still happening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was not equipping my... Dude, I didn't have my, what do you call it? My Karasi equipped. So there was a chance for me to die at Skulls. But I was potentially going to be able to do the Skull swap. Sorry, the Skull skip. I heard that they're adding real streaming to X. Hasn't Elon Musk been, like, playing Diablo on like Twitter to like try to make Twitter a streaming platform, which sounds a little ridiculous, to be fair? Has anyone seen that quote-unquote drama of like Elon Musk apparently like boosting his Diablo account? Like someone made a video like, hey, I actually play Diablo, and supposedly Elon Musk's stats are like impossible to get if you're like a billionaire running like multiple companies at once. Like you have to have been playing like for like 20 hours a day or something. I guess the guy is a Mickey Diablo player, isn't he? Oh wait, is it Diablo or Path of Exile? Is it the same thing? Is it Diablo Path of Exile or like... I don't know about... I don't know much about Path of Exile, so you guys can let me know. Like apparently Elon Musk boosts his gaming account. And then he goes online. He faked both. Oh, okay, so he plays both. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know what's fucking sad? I think I watched a Twitter video. I don't know if it was a Twitter video or like maybe I saw it on Reddit. Apparently Elon Musk was going live on Twitter, right? And then people started like spamming his chat with like, you ruined the USA, everyone hates you. And he's just sitting there like looking sad, like... Dude, like he's literally not saying anything. He's in his private jet flying, he's like streaming, having a good time. People come to his chat, you ruined America. Fuck me. Poor fucking guy, bro. Did anyone see that video or am I schizo? Okay. Just to be safe, drink an adrenaline. Not an adrenaline, sorry, an ambrosia, why not? Thank you. We're gonna get a purple, just watch. Remember, fellas, if it's a purple, it's gonna be for you depending on what it is. Ready? Oops. 2 big mistakes and I'm dead, so I'm gonna drink the other ambrosia. Why not? Just to secure the KC, and then we can get ourselves Solo Shadow number 5. Good way of putting it, Chib. Wait, what did Chib say? There's someone here called Chib. He streamed the PoE Path of Exile 2 for an OSRS equivalent. He died to Scurrius and Max Gear. No fucking way. Dude, no way. I mean, I wonder why he's trying to put up that fake, like, gamer, like, persona. You know? Like, if I am a billionaire, like... What's the word I'm looking for? If I'm a literal, like, billionaire, the last thing I would worry about would be looking like a Chad in front of like sweaty, like neckbeard gamers. Like, dude, imagine I'm a billionaire and I come here and Pink Clay makes a Grandmaster account with like all 200 mils, and then I go to fucking... Did I do a 50 TOA and I die on like Baba Room? Like, what the fuck am I trying to prove, you know? Right, boys and girls, fellas in the chat, remember, if it's a purple, it's for you. Depending on what it is. I want to see a spam of GLs. If I don't see GLs, I'm not giving away the purple. If I don't see a wall of GLs, you guys have to spam the fuck out of the chat. I'm not giving the purple away. Remember, if you are here chatting, participating, you're going to be able to be eligible for the reward, right? And then, depending on what it is... Wait, what did someone say? I hope you got nothing, says Toad Square. What the fuck's your problem? If you're here, you can participate. If it's a ward, a ring, a fang, or a mask, I give it away to one of you guys. If it's a Masori top, I keep it because it's a token item for me. I don't have it yet. And I will give away a bond instead. If it's chops, I'll give away 50% of it. If it's a shadow, I'll use 10% of it to do either a drop party or like a hide and seek giveaway and shit. But first, we need to hit the purple. Are we ready to see a purple? Thank you very much for the GLs, fellas. Coming in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How is my account so cursed at this fucking place, bro? Don't give me another pet, thank you. I'm fucking quitting TOA. Wait. Four pets, 4 solo shadows. And I don't have a Masori top, man. Thank the Lord I'm not a fucking Iron Man. It's OSRS, what do you expect, man? Is that a giveaway? That's not a giveaway. I already have the pet. Let's read the blog. Let's read the blog. Let's read the blog. Fine, fine. Alright, fellas, let's forget about that depression. Anyway, we're gonna read this together. I may not read the entire thing, but it's just like a small idea to, you know, like, know what's coming. Let me eat my breakfast real quick. Oh, dude, I love my wife. I love my wife's cooking. But she buys these things. They're like little, like, discs of, like, tortilla, like, corn, flour, whatever. And if I let them, like, go cold for, like, 5 minutes, it's like literal fucking plastic. Oh. That's fucking dreadful. My wife's a great chef, but the things she buys are not it. They're not it. Right. Have you had any streaming issues? If not, is Kick streaming over? No, it's not over. But I just want to see how bad the disconnections get. Like, so far I haven't had any problems. What are you sipping up? This is called, let me see if I get this right. It's either hibiscus or hibiscus water. It's like a type of flower that you like heat up, and then the juice that you get out of it, you add it to like another batch of water, and it's like really, it's really nice. Corn tortillas once and they were mushy. Yeah, like if you don't eat these like as soon as they come out, I don't like them, but whatever. All right, anyway. Summer sweep up. Remember, I'm gonna make a video about this. The what now? What do you mean? I'm gonna make a video about this on Monday. We're just gonna like skim through this to see all the changes so I have an idea of like what we want to add. Give me 1 second to add. Let me grab a notepad so I can write all these down, right? Okay. Also, should we add some music other than Tombs of a Mascot or what? I will do it later. Okay, project rebalance. You want to watch a video? Sure. I'm gonna make my own, so whatever. Projects. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So elemental weakness for an NPC defense changes. Let me see. I'm just gonna skip all the fluff that like has Jagex like explaining like, okay, the reason behind it is good, like they can do whatever, but I just want to look at the like actual meat of the blog, if that makes sense. Feedback elements shows the weakness. Gentle tractor. Adjusted. Okay, so it's just like the explanation of like why this was, and then they have like a relevant spreadsheet for like weaknesses. Okay, air weakness. Mastery of air. We've added weaknesses to things that fly and things that aren't quite corporeal, including birds, bats, devils of every variety, wyverns, ghasts, the banshees, shades, and more. The most noteworthy NPCs are Zarpus, the thermonuclear. Why the fuck would you add an air weakness to Zarpus? The Phantom Muspa, okay. Aside from numerous additions to this category, there are also a couple of changes. Let me get the chat back. Jamaica, yeah, it's Jamaica in Spanish. Agua de Jamaica. The irony, I just got done watching your video for the easiest pets to grind. Oh, thank you, man, I appreciate it. Worms are now weak to air instead of earth. Skeletons are now weak to earth instead of air. And zombies are now weak to fire instead of air. It's whatever, sure. Regular apparent weakness, anything that feels particularly fiery, including demons, not the fiery depths of the Infernos, will take some serious damage from water spells. Just a few new water weaknesses. We have, chief among these are all the Tazar creatures. Okay, cool. Imagine getting to Zuck, and then you start using water spells. Hell no. Vorkath, King Black Dragon, Olm, Krill Susaroth, and the General, Cerberus, Cotizo, NPCs like Agrit Narth, I don't know how to say that, Faridin Flambid. So the, what do you call it? The, recipe for disaster ones. That's nice. Earth weakness. Up against an enemy with an exterior that's too thick to crack. Try slumming some earth and magic into it. Okay. Drakes and Guardian Drakes have been moved into this Guardian Drakes. I'm guessing this is the superior one, right? There are a lot of additions to golems, gargoyles, water fiends, jellies, trolls, crabs, and more. Most interesting among these is the alchemical hydra, dawn dusk, giant mole kraken, and a variety of quest NPCs. That's pretty cool. I don't really see... Remember that with all of these changes, that's something I'm going to talk about for... and I'm going to mention for the video. Elemental weaknesses are for people to use if they don't have the best in slot gear, right? Yes, I have a song for you, La Puerta Negra. I mean, I can't listen to that song right now, but thank you for the... if you want to link it to me via Discord, let me know. And then fire weakness, so basically anything that melts. So we have... And also bugs, right? Bryophila has Sporikins, Arachnids, Venenada, Scorpion, Nicolas, Versic, Vetur, Spider, Nicolas form, the Skeletal Wyverns. Fire spells on P3 Versic, okay. Right, so elemental weaknesses, not a huge change, because remember, if you already have... This is basically for the early, mid, maybe the beginning of the late game. I don't see the meta changing for TOB, where you would use fire spells on Versic. I don't see the meta changing for Chambers, like using water spells at Olm. I don't think that's going to be the case, right? But, I mean, they're heroes up as an added bonus. This doesn't really make any sense. Right, NPC defense changes. Beyond elemental weaknesses, you'll notice a spreadsheet linked above. That we are taking a pass to some other NPCs and exaggerating their weakness where appropriate. To do this, we're making further use of the light standard heavy system from range defenses tweak, a typical slash, tab, and crush defenses and spots rolling at the flat armor system on a very select few NPCs. Flat armor is the most interesting here. If you're not in the know, a flat armor value of 2 means that an enemy takes two less damage than you would have hit it, meaning if you hit a 10, they'll only receive 8 damage. Okay. Negative flat armor means that enemies take more damage per hit. In practice, then an enemy with positive flat armor might encourage slower hitting weapons or weapons with fewer hit splats, while enemies with negative flat armor encourage fast hitting weapons. So this is like basically the higher the defense, you want a weapon that hits harder, not harder, sorry, that's slower and hits harder. On something that doesn't have any defense, you want to use things like a whip, a blowpipe, right? Realistically, we aren't likely to say this NPC has 20 flat armor. Hope you brought your Elder Maul, but it's a small balancing... No, okay. So NPC defense changes is basically going to make, I would say, the ranged weapons more impactful. Because it doesn't seem like this is going to affect the magic too much, maybe? Probably range. Right, loot table changes. This is a big one. Okay, check it out. Before we get into the specific, let's talk why for the section. One of the main drivers that I was going to say, one of the main dividers. One of the main drivers behind an undertaking like this is an effort to bolster gameplay variety in the present and the future. The primary goal behind tweaks and loot tables should be better setting up our delicate economy to provide more ebb and flow interactions, where players seeking profit are encouraged to move between activities as their GP output fluctuates over time. Another important factor is that some resources drops are oversaturated, entering the game in either a too high of a quantity or from too many sources, which diminishes their value over time. This is basically why woodcutting, fishing, and mining are worthless nowadays as moneymakers. And if you want to make money with those skills, you get like maximum of like 200 to 300 KGP. Hey man, we just want to say to stop by and say congrats on the pet. Cybe, thank you man, appreciate it. How are you? Chaos runes are a great example here. They're reasonably well balanced across activities where they are obtained, but the sheer quantity and number of sources for them mean their value is weakened. So for a GP per hour perspective, none of the loot tables that feature Chaos runes are really benefiting from having them in the first place. Okay. With that above in mind, we have done some digging into spots where a single activity fulfills too many economic needs and in turn introduce too high of a percentage of a specific resource relative to other activities. As an example, considering a Torstal Seed used to be worth 50k to players, this was put to shit thanks to TOA. So basically, a Torstal Seed was a useful drop, right? Let me add another song. Okay, I don't want look, Tombs of a Mascot is fine, I guess. Following the addition of Phantom Muspa to Tombs of a Mascot, the supply of Torstal Seeds rose drastically, and they now fetch a comparatively meager. Am I pronouncing that correctly, or did I just sound like I said a slur? I'm sorry. 6.5 KGP. The knock-in effect of this is that the future table to have a good Torstal Seed drop, meaning one that has similar GP value to good, Torstal Seed drops at the time of release for Tombs of a Mascot and Phantom Muspa would have to drop almost 8 times as many to continue snowballing the plummeting price of Torstal Seed. I said it right, thank you. I'm good man, 2-hour workout this morning, ready for shit Yama mechanics and fiddle my asshole again all day. Let's fucking go, Cybe. You got this, man. You got this. Streamer has work to do. Hi, Penguin. What do you mean streamer has work to do? Like what? Like streaming and make videos or what? Or also Yama? We can just keep dropping more of something without ruining certain economies. So we're forced to give players a drops that may feel weak in terms of GP value, which leads to dissatisfaction. Torstal Seeds are only one drop, but you can see that this applies to every suitable drop we have in the game. We're not having core tables that don't feel rewarding, and likely have to fill in gaps with alchables, which furthers inflation. Also not good. Okay, that is actually... I really wanted to read this because this is really good, like, reasoning behind what they're gonna do, right? There may be some Iron players reading this and worrying about feeling starved of resources all of a sudden, but we don't believe that should be the case. From an economic perspective, even a small nerf in the supply of something like Torstal Seed from a handful of places can have huge benefits on their value, and we reckon we can make economically significant changes without having Irons feeling a squeeze or resource shortage. No one gives a fuck about Irons, man, by the way. Now that we're all on the same page, you should all be well equipped to read through all of these specifics. There are too many to list here, particularly with the blogs, so you'll have to check out this handy spreadsheet featuring nerfs, buffs for more complex adjustments, and variety of runes, seeds, herbs, gems, and fish. Let me see if I'm not doxing myself by clicking on this. So like it doesn't look like... Okay. This is really not... Okay, no doxing, no doxing. Go publish on Google, update after minute, last minute. Okay, I don't think I'm doxing myself, so we should be fine. Right, so we have fish. Coming from Zulra, adjustment. Drop rate for food, reduced by 75% and remove drop rate is replaced with a shark drop. With a shark drop, it hits 50-50 whether you got a shark or twice as much shark chum. What is this? We will see in a little bit. So manta ray mouse plus a manta ray from this and also sea turtles. We got a shark. 1 in 30 to get 20 raw sharks or cooked sharks. Grotto's Guardian and Drakes. That's pretty cool. We have gems from Vedion. No! Callisto Venenatis! Nerf, lower from... Yeah, dude, these are way too many gems to, like, bring into the game like that. Then we have runes from Vorka. Quantity lower from 600 to 250 to 350. So all of these are good. Quality increases. Basically, places that didn't have these items are now going to get them in smaller quantities. And the places that did have them are going to drop them less. That's pretty good. And then we have the big one. We have seeds and herbs. Minus 40%, 40%. The visor value includes from 1400 to 2000. So this is just gonna make them rarer, I guess. Okay, quantity lower, lower, lowered. And then we have things from Giant Mole, Moxliatl, Crocodile, Zombies. These are nice. I like those. So, okay, so what is this? Shark Chum is similar to Diabolic Worms, being an anglerfish rate enhancer, except for sharks. Shocking. We believe this kind of significant rate enhancer should help gather skills, fishing while still being a profitable sell, obtainable as a drop. To be clear, we're not looking to roll out some kind of skill enhancer for every gather source, which might be pretty cool. We'd like to experiment with more of them high-level resources specifically so we can tone down on raw drops, but don't ever want to get to a point where players feel like it's not worth doing X skill without Y skill enhancer from Z-Boss. That's not fun for anybody. I mean, it's fun for people who want to AFK and, like, gather resources. It would be useful for irons too, but whatever. Soul Wars implement terms. We are more or less eviscerating the loot here. Good. Minigames like this, players can effectively determine their own rate, or output cannot be allowed to be lucrative. We were quick to respond to Castle Wars rates being too strong, and we've taken far too long to make this change over the Castle Wars. Okay, good, good, good. So... Pure Essence, significantly less GP. Okay, so this change is really good when it comes to like all of these. So people will be able to like sell these for like a little bit more profit. And it also incentivizes people farming more, room crafting, fishing, right? Of course, fishing. That's nice. All right, TOA changes, the big one. Maybe you can jetty yourself instead of, excuse me, what? Historic red? What is that? No, my mental race. Love the spreadsheet. Fishing buffs, yes sir. Remove RDT when? We also need to remove that. TOA, Baba. Currently the most effective way to kill Baba for most players is to use the infamous Red X method to avoid Baba using attacks. You'll give up some DPS by doing this, but you put yourself in a position of absolute safety, so long as your timing is on point. We're always fans of emergent and creative gameplay, but we think Baba right now is pretty dull, correct? And we'd like to change the pacing of the fight to make a little more, the core experience more engaging, which might make the Red X a little less necessary. Protect from melee now mitigates all damage at Baba, unless invocations which reduce the effectiveness of protection prayers are activated. This is quiet prayers, I think, that reduces it by 10%. Baba spawns fewer baboons, which will die from one hit in any attack style. Good, good, good. So fewer baboons and one hit him. Jungle Japes is turned on. We will see you running your banana 5s. Then baboons will drop more bananas on death to account for the reduced number of baboons. I like that. Damage from thrown debris is now fully shifted onto anything you spill the damage with, boulders and sarcophagi alike, which should make things a little less frantic. I like that. That's really good. Cyber caring about leagues. Let's fucking go. Leagues pure essence. No! What the fuck? Someone... you can... Some venom pots. Someone in TOA lobby is asking for venom potions. I can't. Sorry. Tweaks. Aka. Aka's getting the final boss. Worthy perhaps a little too much. Would like to throw him down the intensity. Okay. Protection prayers now mitigate more damage from Akka. That's nice. Stay vigilant invocation is getting a small rework. The changes are as follows. Akka will swap styles whenever he uses a special attack. That's not nice. If you want to do butterfly infinitely, stay vigilant is now going to be a no-go. Akka uses special attacks more often than the base variant. This will mirror the number of specials he uses at the moment with his invocation active. Whenever Akka swaps styles, he will respect the same predictable order as the base variant overhead, swaps it rather than swapping randomly. I mean, sure. Akka not only prays against the style that he's attacking with. Oh, okay. So if Akka's attacking with melee, he's only going to be protecting melee? So that means you're going to be able to okay, you're not going to be able to butterfly if he's ranging or maging, right? That's weird. Guess we'll have to see. Special attacks occur every 7 attacks rather than every 6 attacks. The number of orbs in Akka's and Rage Phase, we're not saying the other thing, has been reduced. Ultimately, the hope is that the fight at a baseline feels more approachable rather than let my friend butterfly non-stop because this boss is scary. Then drink 14 brews and proc redemption twice during the final phase. I like that. Butterflying will still be extremely effective if you're willing to learn it, but we reckon you'll have a better time versus Akka if you're looking for the fast-paced gear-switching action. Brother Thurswell, how are you, man? You, man, had to congrats you. Thank you, appreciate it. I don't know on what, but thank you. Hi, Thurswell, says Penguin. Kefri. We've got far less to say about the Kefri, but I think we can address some of the bigger point. Lower magic defense on the soldier Scarab. Okay. Scarabs no longer scale their defense with raid level, that's nice. Arcane Scarabs are guaranteed to move after a certain number of attacks regardless of those attacks hitting or missing, that's really good. Zebaks, not gonna longer push the player back, but deal 30% damage for the waves. Skull bombs during P2 can no longer land underneath the active warden or obelisk. That's fine. TOA puzzle changes. That's the bosses to deal with, and also the puzzle rooms. We've got a handful of tweaks. Cursed baboons and baboon shamans. So cursed baboons are the venom ones, right? You have the volatile ones, what don't really, matter too much. Baboon shamans on the path of Opminkin will always take maximum damage from ranged attacks, bypassing accuracy. Their HP will be increased slightly to compensate. I like that, but it should feel a lot better. 2 waves of monkey assailants will be removed from the path of Opminkin. Is it going to be the first 2 or the last 2? What do you guys think? Or maybe the middle ones? Someone's named Masori Body here. I'm giving you a timeout for the next 30 minutes. Go fuck yourself. The amount of water required for the Path of Cromdus no longer scales linearly with the number of players, meaning that, okay, that's fine. Hit points and obelisks with Path of Het are slightly reduced. That's fine. TOA, the big pot in the Nexus will become a fully functional deposit box. Any drained stats will restore at the end of the fight. Smelling salts will reapply the boost as they expire. Hansi Harriman, welcome. TOA loot changes. This is a big one. Everyone listen, pay attention. Naturally, it's hard to talk about TOA without talking about its uniques and loot. We spoke about adjustments to regular loot in the previous section, but we want to hear from you regarding uniques. Before we start, it's important to say that this is something we have had our eye on for a while. The changes above will make a raid significantly faster, but we believe loot is already problematic and don't want to hold off on making a raid better because we are apprehensive of making changes about the loot. On the release, we received a lot of feedback about higher raid levels not feeling particularly worthwhile, which we did act upon and likely overcorrected. And on top of that, all the changes over the years and player skill improvements that make the raid levels easier and easier. And we have one of the best melee weapons in the game sitting below 10 million GP on the market and one of the strongest rings in the game at about 2 million GP. While it's not quite as drastic, if the size of Vitur were sitting at a price of 20 million GP, we sure you would agree that it would be damaging for both the Theater of Blood and the wider game. Of course, the Fang isn't as good as the Scythe, but there are still many places in which it shines or is a close second, and we believe its value is too far south for where it should be for it to be healthy. It might be the case that we have waited too long to make meaningful changes here, but we believe it's better to try and make changes for the long-term benefit than hold up our hands and say it's too late. Too late. See ya. Didn't even read Hansi's message. I read that. I genuinely don't know what you're talking about. What else do we have here? I'm confused, so those changes will be done in the future. No, it's in the future, it's in the future. This is only a proposal, which I don't think Jagex is going to put up to vote. Honestly, none of this should be pulled. Future Mr. Kubota? What the fuck does that mean? Hansi? I agree with that. Fang should be more true. We've waited far too long to make changes here. It's hard to have these conversations because they're always emotionally charged and can be difficult to feel when we are riding the ship? I don't know what that means. Can anyone tell me what riding the ship means? Is that like maneuvering the ship? I've never seen that word used with a ship, honestly. English teacher, by the way. Read Hansi's message? I did. Hey, man. TOA's uniques are we're more than enough time to reflect on understanding back to TOA's uniques rather than the weighings have a wider economy and player progression. Okay. It just means correcting their mistakes. Thank you, Saib. Course correcting course. Keep shipping, tipping. Got it. Thank you, fellas. Thank you. All that to say, we're looking to make some changes. Exactly what those changes are isn't something we've landed on yet. We have options and we are open to suggestions, which is why we're asking you to talk to us about what you think is best forward. We could swap weighings of the Fang the Lightbearer with the Eliteness Ward. We could reduce some of the loot scaling of the top end. We could blanket reduce purple chances across the board. There's a lot we could do, so let us know if you're hesitant. Honestly, what do you guys think? I feel like maybe a 1 in 24 for the shadow is a little too, rare. I don't have a lot of shadows, right? But maybe if you make purples rarer, but then give the shadow a 1 in 12, and then you distribute the other purples, right? Would that be good? Just need to reduce across the board. So if I'm doing a 425, am I expected to have a 10% chance of a purple, or should it be a 5%? That means that if you're doing a 150 solo or with your friends, you yourself are gonna have a 1% chance? Maybe that's a little too punishing. Make shadows more common, are you high? I mean, sure, why not? Give people a lot of dopamine. Make shadow go down to 100 mil. Nah, I'm kidding. So that's nice. Other combat PVM focus changes. For the rest of this blog, we are covering a lot of different topics. Where changes to elemental weaknesses and PC defense are far more broad, every section on here and us more specific piece of content to old school RuneScape. We expect to consider yourself very knowledgeable about anything mentioned through the rest of today's post, and get in touch to share your thoughts on this per usual places. Got it? Shadows for everyone. Right, the Nightmare. Mechanically, Fosani's Nightmare is one of the most enjoyable solo encounters. I agree with that, but it can be a little frustrating in the game for many players. She boasts a lot of interesting attacks with clear telegraphs and can be killed in very budget gear with next to no damage taken if done properly. Next to no damage taken? I think you only take damage from the Sleepwalkers and also the Parasite. So if you can heal that, you literally take no damage. Swap the rarity of the Shadow for the Fang? That's actually a great idea. Give everyone the feeling of having a Shadow. Like I've had 4. And 4.5 if you really want to look at it like that. We reckon the place of the encounter could be improved, so we'd like to outright remove one of the earlier phases, good, from the fight. This means you would expect 2 normal phases and a third one with a prayer disable mechanic, and then the final phase. Oh, okay. Okay, so literally just remove, instead of 4 phases and then rage, it would be 3 phases and the enrage. That's pretty cool. We will not be adjusting drop rates alongside the change. RPs are the feel better. Okay, that's good. Next. I don't do next, so let's see if this makes me want to do next. Shadow the most boring weapon in the game? Yes, sir. I mean, it's because you're just fucking... What's the word I'm looking for side? Boring. I don't know. Shadow is fun to use. Yeah, that's just a agree to disagree angle. Keeping on, I think with an endgame boss. One of the foremost complaints about Nex is that taking her down can feel like a bruise simulator. Due to lots of chip damage, unpredictable aggro swaps, unpredictable attack patterns in certain phases, and a few opportunities to heal up without sacrificing DPS. Which in turn elongates the fight and needs to heal up even more. We've got a handful of tweaks to improve the field of fight, including some that should let skilled groups reduce their incoming damage so long as they are coordinated. Okay. Allow players to deal reduced damage past Nexus phase transitions up to a threshold, so that they don't run into the field's bad damage nullifying effect. Mass groups will likely hit these thresholds easily, so you won't see noticeable reductions in kill time, blah, blah, blah. We don't care about masses. Adjust some of the behaviors during downtime phases to let players heal up without feeling punished. We'll achieve this by letting players heal from damage dealt to blood reavers. That's nice. Make her melee attack a little stickier during all phases. This means that if Nex uses a melee attack, she will use 2 more before swapping, similar to the change we made to Mutatiles in 2023. Additionally, reduce the damage dealt by her magic attack in the final phase if you turn Protect from magic late. Meaning if you're not praying already, you can still mitigate the damage with quick reactions. I like that. Okay, next is fine. Lkaoz, moving forward, several like to improve. Okay, visuals. Okay, let's just jump into the changes. Bonus damage versus dragons increases from 20 to 40. Oh, someone's here saying the guides. I appreciate it. Good look, good look, good look. This is for the wands. Okay, so this is for the wands specifically. It's for the Lkaoz, so it is what it is. Bonus damage versus dragons increased. Oh, damage and accuracy, I like that. Ability to autocast ancients. Make the wand 3 times more common. Okay, 69 kills rather than in 207. That's gonna be a little weird change, but sure. Improve the drop rate of the Lkaoz, they'll hide on 1 in 35 to 1 in 30. Fine. You'll always receive 3. Lower the crafting requirement of the Lkaoz, they'll hide the armor. I like that. Next one, Perilous Moons of Defensive Rings. Right, I'm skipping through most of this because the TOA was the most important one. Reducing the number of tornadoes in blue phase. Okay, so this is just changes to Perilous Moons. We would get a new ring, okay. It doesn't offer much of the oh, they're adding a new ring to the Deranged Archaeologist. The Deranged Archaeologist is the one in Fossil Island, right? Like, you literally only do that boss for the combat achievements, right? Is Lkaoz still even worth killing? It's a fun boss. Not gonna lie, it's a fun boss. If you do it with friends, if you do it solo, it's a little painful. Okay, so this would be a defensive ring. I mean, it's kind of fucking dog shit, but it's just a defensive ring coming from like a literal boss that you can kill with like base 20s. Same defense stats as Suffering. Okay, but without the prayer bonus. I think Suffering gives prayer bonus, so it's just a defensive ring. Oh, there we go. Step of toes and the ring of Suffering a little. But Suffering has range. Suffering still has range and magic defense and prayer bonus. Okay. So the ring of Suffering is still gonna be like literally, like great for anything it does. So the granite ring is gonna see some increase in what range defense. 2 minus 4 magic and 16 range. So they're basically doubling all the stats for the granite ring. That's nice. Ober Brio for the keys. I think this is a big one. The key system over in Bryophytus isn't the most well-liked, particularly if you have gained it at combat achievements because you have not done your shift at the hill or moss giants. On the flip side, their uniques are valuable for the players that they're aimed at, but like likely plummet in value if they were freely obtainable. That's correct. That's an obtainable cool moment if you're hill or moss slayer. The over changes have taken care of my PTSD. Remember that guy from Account Roast? Oh, dude, the fucking Bryophyta fella. Hell no. You need to find a new way to open the bosses up a little, protecting their uniques and retains certain use case keys that player might already have in the future. Here's what we have cooked up. Ober and Bryophyta are no longer required to have a key to fight. Ober and Bryophyta can now drop their own respective keys. To compensate, each of them is given a reduced simple loot table. This loot table is similar to the regular Giants variant with a chance at Giant Bones, members only. For a chunk of prayer XP, when buried, they can be offered at altars, and increased chances at each boss' respective key. Inside each of the layers is a chest, requiring a giant or a mossy key to open, whose loot table is the same as the existing one. This chest can only be opened after the boss has been defeated. Ah, okay. So if you stack 10,000 keys, you can't just go to the chest like the Laren's chest or like the chest like... What I think we have like 2 chests, like the Laren's key and like there's something else, I think. Or is it just one in the Wildy? Do you know what these changes are going to take into effect? I don't remember seeing a date. I don't think there's a date for this yet. This is called a summer sweep up, meaning we will see these updates somewhere during summer. When in summer, it could be anywhere between June and August. We don't know yet. We reckon the solution takes all okay, so that's a really good change. That means that you're not gonna be able to spam all your keys in order to get like all the shit. That's nice. So you can spend an extra key. Spend an extra key, what does that mean? You're gonna have to kill the boss to open the chest. Meaning you're not gonna be able to spam them. Cerberus. Adjust the lava pool attack so that it's easier to react or predict. Reduce the radius so that they only deal damage when the tile where they are spawned. That's actually really good. That mechanic for Cerberus where the lava pool, it's like literally just one tile, but you would be damaged on the 3x3. That's dog shit. And it could be instantaneous. That's gonna be a really good change. Improve the dropper of the Keymaster teleport scrolls. Oh, fucking thank you. Break even if you're doing extended trips. Make the Keymaster teleport scrolls tradable. Oh, thank you. Oh, finally. Oh, I'm gonna be able to buy these for Master Clue scrolls. Oh, yes. Why the fuck did this take so long? Holy Christ. Adjust the word of Lkaoz to provide reduced incoming prayer drain from demons by 30%. That's insane. Cerberus ghost attack, but has uses of other demons too. That's really good. So instead of being drained to 30 prayer, you would only be drained, what, 21? And if you're wearing an a Spectral Spirit Shield, that would be, what, like a 10? Dude, that's such an insane change. That's really good. Press suggestion thought, rather good players actually lose problems. This stacks with Spectral Spirit Shield, you're lucky enough to have one. Duke Sucky. I think this one is... This is one I read. We're basically going to be able to prepare three kills worth of potions. Like, that's literally it, I think. It's going to stack, yes sir. Raging Echoes, break things up. Letting you prepare for 3 kills in advance. Meaning you can hold enough raw resources. Adrenaline Muscle Potion. This means we'll increase KC per hour, bumping Duke Sokyo's HP by 10%. That's more than fair. And other changes. Increase the range of Gnostics of Rallas by 1. That sounds small, but you should open up some new cases and improve existing ones. I don't know where that would be used. Allow Halberds to hit flying enemies like Avian Seas. Okay. Allow Demon Bane weaponry to work on the Ice Demon at Chambers of Jerick. Fire Surge can still remain the most effective way of dispatching the demon, but it's a nice alternative if you're willing to sacrifice an inventory space. So if I want to kill the Ice Demon faster, I'm gonna need to take Thralls and spells for the Demon Bane spell, which is only going to be Soul Runes. That's nice. That feels nice. That's a nice change. Add some kind of indicator to drop for successful rolls when Vestiges drop a Desert Treasure to bosses. Each Vestige requires 3 invisible rolls going behind the scenes. But I'd like to add some kind of drop a gold ring, for example, that lets you know when you have hit a roll of the Vestige. That's really good. If you already hit 1 or 2 of the 3 rolls, you'll receive an indicator of your progress on your next skill. Effectively, this doesn't change anything about how soon you'll obtain the Vestige, but you'll know how close you are. That's really cool. That's really cool. Just smack him with the Ember, like, possibly. Not a bad idea too, Connor. Yeah, true. Players with the Grandmaster Combat achievements completed will be able to show their Zug helmet to the Tazar and gain on-task damage bonuses without any of the other task-on benefits for those speedrunners out there. That's really cool. Dude, so what are the benefits that are outside, like, damage bonuses? It's getting Slayer experience and getting the pet at 1 in 75 instead of a 1 in 100, correct? Can anyone tell me if there's anything else I'm missing? If you go to the Inferno with a Slayer task, you get bonus damage and accuracy, you get Slayer experience, and you get an increased drop to the pet? It said without other on-task bonuses dummy. No, yeah, okay. That's what I'm saying. So if you do this, you're not gonna have Slayer XP and you're not gonna have pet rolls at 1 in 75. That's what I said, idiot, not Slayer experience. Side fucking here. Listen. So yeah, that's literally it. Tidy up magic animations, spells, and powered staves in PvM scenarios so that they don't visually recover players' move. Wait, what? Tidy up magic attack animations, spells, and power staves in PvM scenarios so that they don't visually delay the player's movement. Okay. That is a really good change. Okay, so let me go ahead and write these down. Mal reference, listen! Okay, so we have elemental weaknesses. We have NPC defense changes. I can already tell you this is like the least interesting one. Loot table changes. We have TOA changes. Okay, so that's all of TOA. I think TOA changes can be... Yeah, so that's gonna be like literally all of them together. Loot, bosses, right? Fosani, Next, Lkaoz. Perilous Moons. I think I'm gonna include the defensive. I mean, this is like two things at once, though. Perilous Moons, I'm gonna do plus rings. Then we do Obor and Bryophyta. Did I? Bryophyta. Cerberus Duke. Are any of the... Yeah, let's do other. Right, so let's go from least to most impactful. I think the most boring one is this. NPC defense changes, like that's literally it, right? So boys and girls, help me out. I think the best to change here is probably to TOA. It's time to talk about Max Party now. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let me do this. What is the second least impactful change, and what is the second the best to change here? I think Nightmare changes better than TOA changes. No, because Nightmare is only like, we're making it shorter. TOA has a bunch of changes that we need to talk about. Over Bryophyta, Perilous Moons, Lkaoz, Phosani, other. Honestly, I think other changes could be placed here. And then the second most impactful change could be to Phosani. Maybe Nex. I'm between Nex and Phosani. Or actually, you know what? Loot table changes. Elemental weaknesses is a little boring, to be fair. Or actually, you know what? I think I'm going to start with this. Other. And then we do elemental weaknesses here. Phosani, faster fight, no reduced drop rate. Yeah. Nightmare or next following TOA. Loot table changes. Honestly, the next one I think might be Over Bryophyta. Then Perilous Moons and Rings. Then we do Phosani. Shit. Phosani. Next. I think Duke is good, but not as good as Cerberus, maybe? And then Lkaoz. Right, fellas, what do you think of this ranking from least to most important about this? So we have other changes, which is this. NPC defense changes was just like, oh, we're gonna adjust things so like you can hit harder, like whatever, right? Elemental weaknesses is boring. It's like, oh, some NPCs are weaker now, yay! Bryophyta and Obor, Perilous Moons, Lkaoz, Duke, Cerberus, Nex, Phosani, loot table changes, and TOA. I think it looks really good. Saving the worst content for last night? Yeah, you're fucking coping. Shut up. So I think that looks good. I think that's fine. Right. Phosani is good. Duke is a good change. It is good, it is good. Oh, Vestige. Yeah, Vestige goes in other. So that's nice. Love elemental weaknesses. Alright, fellas, so let me go ahead and go here. And that is now 10:53. I'll be going to Beauty Kill Jar's maxing party. After that, we can do something quick. I don't know what, but then I need to leave in like 30 minutes to take the wife to the doctor. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's send it. There are elemental weaknesses and raids now they're saying. Yeah, they are, but I don't think that's gonna be like meta. Like if you have your mega weapons, if you have your second best in slot, like I think that's gonna be better than elemental weaknesses. Beauty Kill Jar, are you on? Are you in the chat? Can you please repeat the world? Where am I going? And also give me this so I can go to the max. So I can go to Max Island. Give me this. Or actually, you know what? Use this one. Teleports, go to my house. I love to go eat. What's the DT2 ring update? Basically, when you're killing Desert Treasure 2 bosses, you will be given a ring drop, like a gold ring or something, to know how far, or like if you have hit 1 or 2 of the rolls, that's gonna like get you to the Vestige. Lumbridge, 369 fishing area, right? 369, 369. Wilderness. Are you trying to lure me? Let me go ahead and do a little announcement. The fuck? Oh, okay. We have Flute Salad playing. Events. Brother. Beauty Kill Jar is maxing right now. Come World 369. Lumbridge. Swamp. Is it Lumbridge Swamp fishing spot? Beauty Kill Jar? Like, is it all the way like down here? Lumbridge Swamp fishing spot. The starting one. Let me see if it's this one. Or is it the one in the... Or is it the one... Okay, no, it's not this one. Oh, Shrimp. 369? Oh, there's no one here. Oh, wait, that's you. Wait, you're not in the clan. Got it. Lumbridge Swamp fishing spot. The starting one. I think that's it. Right, boys and girls, if anyone would like to attend a maxing party, Brother Beauty Kill Jar was nice enough to invite me, and therefore you guys are also invited. We're gonna be maxing. The final level is gonna be fishing, and then we go to Max Island, and then I don't know what we're gonna do on stream, but we'll see. But Brother Connor is here. Like Connor with a green Rancor? Interesting. Well, congrats on them. I just logged out, no problem. Buenas tardes, hermano. ¿Cómo es que cambiaron los drops de TOA? Es una propuesta, amigo. Ya terminamos de leer los cambios. Si quieres darle rewind unos 15 minutitos para leer todos los cambios, o puedes ir a Old School RuneScape website. What? We can't all be spooned? Yeah, dude, I'm also in spooned, especially at the Roxor. Fuck me. 3,200 a Roxor, no pet? That actually feels bad. No spooned white rancors only. There's a Max Island, lol? Yeah, there's Max Island. Max Island is... Where is it? It's right here. Max Island. You have to go to the Warriors Guild, go, like, behind it, I guess. I mean, behind it sounds like it's this one, so you have to go through this. Rankum. Wait, Thursgold is rune crafting, dude. Look at that. This guy doesn't have 99 rune crafting in 2025. That's embarrassing. I'm higher than that. No pets as Hansi. Sit the fuck down. Don't slam Connor, says Hansi. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. I'll head over there when I'm not 1950 total. I mean, you can come here for the party. Beauty Kill Jar, is anyone else in your clan coming or what? What pets do you still need? I mean, that's a really... Okay, I don't want to say dumb question, but that's a question I can't answer. I have 28 pets. This fucking obsessed fan, man. ICBA. I only have 28 pets. I'm on my way, 30 seconds, thank you. Can't wait for Thursday and I to max. That's gonna be insane. Imagine both of you max in August. That's gonna be great. Hey, question, anyone bothers with brewing? It seems profitable while AFKing it? By brewing, you mean trouble brewing or what? So, Beauty Kill Jar, who of you, which people in your clan are coming? I'm guessing that people that are not in our clan now. I'll be maxing this year. Deuces bless Manny. Let's fucking go, man. Beautiful. This guy is doing Perilous Moons 100%. Dude, watch him. Oh, wait. Mixology. Mixology? No brewing ales like Dwarven Stout. Oh, you're talking about the brewing that takes place in fucking... what's the place? Keldagrim? Where is that spot? Are you talking about the brewing that takes place, like, around here? I don't think I have known a singular person. Like, there have been a lot of people that I've met in my life that do, like, really weird shit in this game, right? I don't think I have ever met a singular person who has ever done brewing outside the Forgettable Tale quest. Or is it Forgettable Tale or, like, the other, like, dwarf quest that you have? There hasn't been a singular soul I've ever met that does that shit. I didn't know that that was content. Yeah, apparently if you go... OSRS Dwarven Stout. So not only can you buy a Dwarven Stout from select shops, What you can do... Let me see if I find the content for this. What you can do... is this. Right. So basically, if you go to Keldegrim, right? You go to Keldegrim with barley... Like, am I pronouncing this right? Barley or barely? I don't know how to say it. You have this, and you go to, like, the Keldegrim... Like, whatever fucking thing. And you can make Asgardian Ale, Axeman's Folly. I didn't even know this was a thing. Chef's Delight, Dragon Bitter, Dwarven Stout, Greenman's Ale M, Mature Wumb. I don't know what a Wumb means. Moonlight Mead. The fuck is that? Slayer's Respite. This is something coming from, I think, Medium Clues, I think. This is one of the few reasons I know this. And Wizard's Mind Bomb. So, like, Axeman's Folly, what the fuck is this? Temporarily boost woodcutting by 1. Okay. Draining strength and attack by 3. You have Dragon Bitter. It restores 1 hit point, temporarily boost strength by 2, while draining attack by 5%. Okay. Oh, Mature Wizard's... Oh, so this is Mature Wizard's Mind Bomb. I see. 2 hit points, magic by 2%. Are these things even tradable? Dude, look at that. Look at the price graph for this. Because, like, literally no one ever buys these. The fuck? So there you go. There's your moneymaker, fellas. There's your moneymaker. And then Moonlight Mead. I think this comes from, like another Eclectic Impling or something. Or why do I remember Moonlight Mead? I don't remember. But yeah, that's basically how you do the, what do you call it? How you do the, like, stouts, whatever. Rainbow. I'm just going to prepare my spam. Chaos Disc Inferno has a mentor roll. Just ping that. Yes, sir. Alright, everyone, come. Maxing party incoming. You have a chance of mature ales which sell for more. Yeah, but like a chance? I have never met anyone who actually does that. Never. How you said it the first time? Barley? Barley, right? Barely is like if you barely make it. I barely have a will to live. Right? Like a barley mead. Let's fucking go. Let's see the maxing. Beauty Kill JR is not in our clan, meaning that we're not gonna get to see the message. Yo, let's fucking go. Easy game. Dude, I gotta... Listen, I don't leak DMs, but I just have to tell you Beauty Kill JR's message to me. Look. Beauty Kill JR sends me a message yesterday. Hey, tomorrow I'm definitely maxing. You're streaming as well, right? Really want to wait for you and the chat to be there. It's a little iconic that a few years ago I was watching a guide and I'll be maxing next to my Mexican coach. Dude, that message was... Dude, that message, like, made me feel like fuzzy things in my taint. So I like that. Thank you for inviting us, Beauty Kill JR, to your maxing party. Last two Warriors Guild likes feet. Alright, everyone go to the Warriors Guild, fellas. Warriors Guild, we're gonna get Beauty Kill JR's maxing party. Sorry, Maxscape. Last one to go to Max Island likes feet. Is Blood Essence worth it to buy when AFKing Bloods at Lkaoz? I think it's always worth it to do that, yes. Because if you want to, you know, like... So, put it this way. Buying Blood Ancient Shard or whatever the fuck the name of the item is, it has literally zero... What's the word I'm looking for? It has zero downsides, right? Watch Thursgold not be able to come. Thursgold, can you come? Hello, where's Thursgold? So if you take a blood, like one of those like blood essence shards to make blood runes with at either Lkaoz or at the True Blood altar, right? There's no downside. Always take one with you. Back to rune crafting. Wow, you're not even gonna say bye to us here at the tree. That's actually sad as fuck. Bye bye. Enjoy rune crafting. Enjoy having 50% of the way to go, man. Congrats, Beauty Brother says Anub Alex TTV. Yes, sir. Where the fuck is Beauty Kill JR? Where is he? Who's this guy? Oh, their Nichols is wait. Wasn't this guy in our clan? Did he leave? I don't know. No way I'm getting rugged. Absolutely. This guy has a holy scythe? Interesting. Not having a sanguine scythe in the big 2025 is a little weird. Brother Thursgold coming in with a big fucking 29 months and the Nezzy tier subscription. Humble 10-minute mute for Connor.
Humble 10 meters mute for Connor.
Connor, I'm sorry, man. Rules are the rules, and I will see you in 10 minutes. Which I think Connor has been unit for the rest of the stream. I don't think I'm gonna be streaming for another 10 minutes, but we'll see. We'll see. 10 meter minute mute. Let's fucking go. All right, where the fuck is the man of the hour? Beauty Killjar, where the fuck are you? Where are you? No losers beyond this point. Lol. Let me loop the raspberry emote. Oh, you're there? How the fuck did you get there so fast? Dude, I was like, where the fuck is he? Oh, let me fucking mine. Slacker. How's he already at the island? Huh? Can I make it? Can I make it? Can I make it? Oh, let's fucking go. Wait. Oh wait, he's here. He's here. Nice and easy, man. Are we gonna do the emote or what? Connor, 29 million mining experience. Can we have any prediction on when Connor is gonna get his mining pet? Mining pet at 125 mil XP. I say 125 million experience. How do you set up your rune pouch to autofill runes when you bank? How do you set up your rune pouch to autofill with runes when you bank? Wait, what? When you bank? Don't you mean when you runecraft? I say his next swing. Oh, let's see it. No way, that's cringe. Yo, let's fucking go. Look at this fella. Look at this guy. Can we do the emote or what? Oh, dude, I can't loop the emote. I've seen it where you go to a bank, your pouch autofills. No, that's not the case. No, your pouch doesn't autofill. Okay, good. He's gonna have to... I'm gonna show you how I do it. No, that was one tick early. Like how the blowpipe filled with scales. No, that's not the case. No, that's not the case. Okay, there we go, good. Nice, man. Beauty Killjar, you better take a picture, man. You better take a picture. Let's fucking go. Look at these chads, man. Look at these fellas. Thursgold not being here, Miss Penguin not being here. Man, can't believe that, bro. Our community doesn't have that many max players. That's a little embarrassing, to be fair. Congrats, man. Congrats. Thank you very much for the invite. And yeah, calling Thursgold. Also, question, Beauty Killjar. Let me look you up. Incoming Infernal Maxscape. Oh, you have 3 Infernos. Let's fucking go. Where is it? Where is it? Infernal Max. Let me judge your friend. Look up. Oh, their Nichols doesn't have an Infernal Cape in 2025. That's a little embarrassing, to be fair. It's a little embarrassing. Where's the Infernal Max Cape? Hello. But yeah, the he says, man, what happened? Where's the Infernal Max? None acquired for beauty? What do you mean none acquired? Wait. Oh, wait, then who the fuck was I looking up? I looked up someone and they had like 3 Inferno KCs. Loser. Okay, I'm not hanging out with Fire Max Gaper anymore. See ya. Beauty Killjar, thank you very much for the invitation, and I hope you have a wonderful time with your Maxscape. Let me go to the bank, because I want to see what Thursgold's fucking what the fuck is he yapping about? Get your divine rune pouch. Oh, wait. My divine rune pouch. No, wait. Your rune pouch or your essence pouch? 5 runes and then bank like 5 runes and then bank again. Oh my god, this fucking guy, bro. LOB. Look up. LOB. Surely LOB doesn't have 2.2k total level. See ya. Enjoy DDSing me in World 415. I've seen you autofill it. Let me see that. I autofill my rune pouch? So if I go here... So I have Cosmic Runes. I grab all of them. The Thirst Gold, you sound like a schizo right now. What? Tissue paper, mental Oh, a fire maxscape and 2.2k total worlds, bro. I've seen you bank and it fills up. The Divine Rune pouch and the Essence pouch does not fill up. Look, I equip my maxscape so this does not degrade, right? I have my Colossal pouch here. I think there's nothing in it, right? I grab it and I shift click to fill it. Shift, boom, and then you have 40 there, and then boom, go back. No, you don't do that. And then can you empty? So you can like shift click empty, shift click fill empty. It's not the essence pouch, but the rune pouch. No, the rune pouch also doesn't do that. No, it doesn't. It only autofills when you runecraft. Right? So for example, if you go... So like imagine you do this, which I'm pretty sure you have seen before, but you're being a little schizo right now, so I'm gonna show you. So if I have one mind rune in my essence pouch... What the fuck are my mind runes? Here. Have one mind rune in my essence pouch, right? And I take a full inventory of pure essence. How do you get the BP to autofill with scales? I'm gonna show it to you in a second. So do this one. Maybe it was a dream. Yeah, maybe you're being a little crazy right now, to be fair. Right, so you place your mind rune in the pouch, and if you runecraft, all those runes are gonna go in the pouch. You don't auto bank them. That's not a thing. And then the blowpipe, for the blowpipe, what you do is, for the blowpipe and for any item that can have charges, what you do is like, oh, base Torva with fire dude. I think this world is worse than 428. I've seen 2 fire maxscapers within 2 minutes. Oh, hell no. But then, yeah, you go to any item that can be charged, like, configure charges for the ring, right? And then you grab it, and then boom, there we go. So you auto grab it like that. And I think there's a different one if I do... Okay, this is not charged. So I need to charge it, right? What charges do I need for that? Soul, death, blood. I don't know what charges I need for this. So we do one charge for the other Ring of Shadows. And then you configure charges, do 1,000. And there we go. So when you take it out, boom, easy. Trust me, Brosgull. Trust you for what, sorry. Right, I think that should be it. Let me show you guys one attempt of like the Yama contract that I'm doing. Dude, it's making me fucking tweak, to be fair. It's genuinely making me tweak. I don't think I've gotten past like 20% enraged. Contract of Glyphic Attenuation, how much is it now? Oh, it's only 300k, let's fucking go. Give me a few of these, give me, I don't know, 30 maybe. 12 mil GB. Alright, so I'm gonna show you guys one attempt that I've been doing, but dude, what I can tell you this much right now. When I do my 2025 bossing ladder, Yama contracts are going to be the hardest fucking thing that you can do in the game. Getting white Oathplate, oh my fucking lord. This is breaking my mental, but it is what it is. Alright, after Glyphic Attenuation, I'll be doing, I think it's Sensory Clouding, because I think that's what people have been telling me, that it's like the hardest one, so we'll go for that one. And then we do Divine Severance, and then I don't remember the other one. Right, so it's Full Prayer. We go 1, 2, 3. I think it was 10. 1, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1. Give me this, and then the Yama pouch is gonna contain configure, get this. And then that lets me cast these two, I think. So give me this for the auto cast, good. Let me go back to World 428. Thank you everyone who came. Beauty Kill Joe, thank you very much for the invite, man, appreciate it. Anyone know what time the Rift the Thing is in DMM? I have no clue. Divine Severance is Jagex's masterclass. For a legal reason, this is a joke. Divine Severance is AIDS as fuck, Saib? Are you doing Divine Severance? Saib, have you done any other besides Forfeit Breath or what? I'm still in Glyphic Attenuation. This thing is fucking insane. Right, so I'm gonna turn off Song. I'm gonna turn that off. And I am going to pre-pot Angular, pre-pot Extended Antidote, Stamina Potion. Give me one emergency angler. Medic orbs are the dumbest shit ever. Medic orb. Right, let me see. So I believe we have everything ready. I'm only gonna do one of this attempt before I leave. So I'm gonna show you guys what I've been doing, which is probably not gonna be that good of a performance. And after the stream, after I come back from the doctor's visit with my wife, I'm gonna work on my video because I know that if I am playing this and if I want to get my fucking contract, that's gonna take like another like 3 hours. Did breath, doing divine, then glyph, then bloody, then sensory. Wait, so you're doing from like easiest to like hardest? Isn't sensory like the worst one? I think sensory and like bloody are like the worst, no? I'm doing sensory after if I get the glyphic continuation. All right. So what I do is I go here, prepare that, boom, get this. Do 1, 2, 3, yes. I do 2 Elder Mauls. I don't know if like that's needed, but if I fail both Elder Mauls, that's basically a reset. Okay, good. Then we do 1 hit. Then we go here. Get Yama away from the glyphs as much as possible. Do 1 more hit. Then we run for the hills. Get Yama away from this. Start running towards that. Yes, sir. Come back so it's away from the red glyph. Right? So far, so good. Start running. Come back. Get Yama away from the purple glyphs. Ready to send it there. Give me 1 more. That's orbs. Start going towards the purple glyph. Thank you. We are away from the red glyph. And we should be facing in a little bit. That's it. Bring Yama down. I think we need to go now. Don't fuck me, thank you. 77. 73 phase, come on, yes sir. So phase 1 is not that big of an issue, dude. Like phase 2 and phase 3, oh my fucking god. Okay, here we go, GL. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh, don't hit me. Oh, shit, no. Whatever. I don't have any means of healing, so what I'll be doing is this. Other than my trusty Bruce. Dude, that sound is so asshole. Holy shit. Give me this. Give me that. Nice and easy. Any plans to complete the CAs? I need to finish next week's video, and then I'll get on the CAs. Alright, so here I want to stay all the way at the top of the arena. Because then if I want to avoid a meteorite, I need to get the fuck away from the shadow walls as much as possible. And then this allows me to do the following. When I see text above Yama, I walk back. So 1, 2, click red X. That allows me to bypass. Shit, that was bad. That allows me to bypass that shit. Okay. So far so good. Okay, not terrible. So just muscle memory of like knowing when the meteorite is coming. Can we have orbs? Whoops. Umbra, careful. Oh my lord, that was close. Shit. I'm gonna be healing up. Oof, that was close. This is where things go to shit. Umbra thingy. Careful. Ah, fuck. Nope. Okay, chill, chill, chill. Just save up. Come here. Alright, now I'm a little bit in control, I think, but still a little sauce. Okay. Next one is purple, so I'm like ready to run. Ah, that's the problem. That's where I start like losing track of like what the fuck I'm doing, but I mean, it's a little bit of progress. Like P1 already feels like nice, but now it's like a matter of like we need to start working on P2. But yeah, that's a progress so far. So boys and girls, I think that will be it for today. Short 2-hour stream. I'm sorry for that. Tomorrow, I don't think I have. Tomorrow we can do normal stream if like nothing happens, but I don't know, it's on fire. Even with the changes, still just seems not worth it over Inquisitor. So many zeros. Yeah, but you know what? The max it feels good. No, I'll try Inquisitor again just to like see what's up, but that will be it. So boys and girls, again, sorry for the short stream. Gotta go to the doctor, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay? So thank you very much for coming, and I will see you, boys and girls, for the next stream, so we can be even more degenerate. And I don't know what else we'll be doing, but it'll be a fun one, okay? Thank you for coming. I hopefully will see you in the next one. Have a great Friday. Have a lot of fun. And masturbate a lot because life is short. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Peace the fuck out.